Ben is Back is a drama film. I didn't know much about this film except for the trailer. I love Julia Roberts, who doesn't? And I also enjoy the work of Lucas Hedges. This film is about Ben. He is a drug addict who is in rehab, and he visits home for Christmas, and it already starts a sort of wild storm of emotions. Immediately at the beginning of the film, you're thrust right into the situation, and you can tell by the reactions of the different family members how they feel about Ben and what his presence there means to them. The mom immediately embraces him. Her loving boy is back. It must be a good thing. He must be doing well in rehab if he can just come back. His sister is a little bit more worried. You can tell that there's some baggage going on in there. And lastly, the stepfather shows up, and Neil is not very pleased to see him either. So after a bit of a fight, they're going to send Ben back. However, they decide to let him stay for 1 day and 1 day only. And the mom will keep an eye on him at all times to make sure he doesn't slip in old habits. So this film starts off as a very simple drama film. However, it avoids a lot of cliches. It goes for many different kinds of storytelling techniques, no flashbacks or anything like that. Everything sort of is mentioned in the past, but they don't really show it. They talk about it, and it's really intriguing because this movie takes place all in one night or 1 day. However, there's this whole sort of years of different events that happened before that we don't know about, that we slowly leaks out throughout the film. The film also is just a classic drama film. It really depends mostly on the actors and the actresses in this film. Everyone gets enough screen time. Most of it goes towards Ben and his mom. However, Ivy gets one really good scene, his sister, and especially Neil, the stepfather. The film also opens up a really bleak look into the world of drug addiction. I've never done drugs, and I don't know anyone who's done drug addiction, but I've had friends that have other types of addictions, and it is a really scary thing to see a loved one enthralled by something like that, and the film captures that perfectly. It shows how you really lose a lot of trust when a person breaks certain boundaries, or they do certain things that aren't considered good, and how it's sort of, you have to rebuild that trust. And it's a really emotional and complex film. It doesn't give easy answers. It doesn't give the most simple portrait. However, it gives us a new, not pleasant Christmas movie. It's a movie that takes place at Christmas, but it has nothing to do with like giving gifts. It's more about redemption and forgiveness and all the messy aspects of addiction. So this film is masterfully acted and written by Peter Hedges, the father of Lucas Hedges. And the film was a nice surprise. If you like acting at all, you have to watch this movie. Ben and Back was a tour de force, and I hope it does well in Oscar season. So I give Ben is Back a 9 out of 10.